Have you ever wondered what creature was truly the most dangerous before dinosaurs ruled the earth? A beast so powerful, so fearsome, that even time itself seemed to tremble in its presence. Before we begin, make sure to subscribe, leave a comment, and activate the notification bell. Because what you're about to discover will take you back to a time before giants, a time when evolution experimented with monsters that defied imagination. This is the story of the Gorgonopsid, the apex predator of the late Permian period. Over 250 million years ago, a time when the Earth was still one vast supercontinent called Pangaea, and life was locked in a deadly struggle for survival. Imagine a world where there were no birds, no mammals, no flowering plants. The air was hot, dry, and filled with volcanic dust. Giant forests of ferns and strange trees covered the land, and beneath their shadows walked a predator unlike anything that came before or after. The Gorgonopsid was not a dinosaur. It was something older, more ancient, a therapsid, a distant ancestor of mammals. Yet, it was built like a machine of destruction, up to 3 meters long, with a skull shaped for power and massive saber-like teeth that could slice through flesh with ease. Its jaws were stronger than any other predator of its time. Scientists believe it could kill with a single bite, crushing bone and tearing through muscle in one devastating motion. But what made the Gorgonopsid truly terrifying wasn't just its teeth or size, it was its mind. Unlike most reptiles of its age, this creature may have had a more advanced brain, giving it better senses, faster reflexes, and something close to the predatory intelligence that later evolved in mammals. When the Gorgonopsid hunted, the Permian plains trembled. Small reptilian creatures called dicynodonts grazed nearby, unaware that they were being watched. The predator would crouch low, its dark scales blending into the dusty earth, and then silence, only the faint hiss of wind. Then came the sprint. The Gorgonopsid could accelerate with frightening speed. Its limbs, positioned under its body, unlike the sprawling reptiles of its time, gave it the ability to run with precision. It would lunge, its jaws wide open, teeth glinting in the light of the prehistoric sun. The late Permian world was a place of chaos. The earth itself was changing. Massive volcanic eruptions, in what is now Siberia, began to poison the air and darken the skies. Temperatures rose to extremes. Oxygen levels dropped, and the very foundations of ecosystems collapsed. As the world died, the great predator began to disappear. For millions of years, it had dominated the land, but even the most powerful creature cannot fight the planet itself. Eventually, the Gorgonopsids vanished in what scientists call the Great Permian Extinction, the largest mass extinction in Earth's history, wiping out more than 90% of all species. But even in death, the legend of the Gorgonopsid endured. Now imagine this. 50 million years later, the dinosaurs appeared, and though they were fierce from the T-Rex to the Spinosaurus, none of them would have existed without the evolutionary groundwork laid by creatures like the Gorgonopsid. It was one of nature's first true experiments with power, speed, and intelligence combined, the blueprint for future apex predators. Every roar of a T-Rex, every strike of a saber-toothed cat, every modern lion's hunt carries an echo of the Gorgonopsid's legacy. So what made it truly the most dangerous creature in prehistory? It wasn't just its teeth or its strength, it was timing. The Gorgonopsid ruled when there was no equal. In a world of weak herbivores and primitive reptiles, it was the perfect killing machine, a creature adapted not just to survive, but to dominate. It was nature's first apex predator, a sign that evolution was preparing something even greater, the rise of intelligence and complexity that would eventually lead to us. Even today, scientists continued to study its fossilized remains, trying to piece together how it lived, hunted, and died. Its skulls show muscle attachment points that reveal powerful bites. Its saber-like teeth suggest it killed quickly and efficiently, and its posture upright and balanced, hints at a new era of mobility that would later define mammals. Each fossil tells a story of dominance and tragedy, the brief moment when evolution created the perfect predator, only to erase it in fire and ash. So the next time you think of prehistoric monsters, remember, before the dinosaurs, before the Jurassic Titans, before even the dawn of mammals, there was the Gorgonopsid, a creature born in heat and dust, that hunted without fear and vanished in silence. And maybe, somewhere deep in the evolutionary memory of life on Earth, its spirit still lingers, a reminder that power, no matter how great, is always temporary. If you enjoyed this journey into the ancient past, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you never miss another prehistoric tale, because we're just getting started. More monsters, more mysteries, and more forgotten worlds are waiting to be uncovered. This was the most dangerous creature in prehistory. Thanks for watching, and until next time, keep your eyes on the past, because that's where the future began.